Good evening, everyone. We will begin the evening service of the Miroku Association headquarters, expressing our gratitude to God and Meishu-sama for the permission and protection granted while participating today in God's divine plan of constructing a paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito Prayer of Heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. Taka amahara ni kamsumarimasu.
Kamuro ki kamuro mino mikoto mochite sumeni oya kamo izanagi no mikoto tsukushi no imu kanu tachi anano odo no agi hanani misogi harai tamo toki ni narimaseru Paraido no kamitachi moro moro no magakoto tsumi kegare o arai tamae kiyome tamae tomao sukoto no yoshi o Amatsu kami kunitsu kami yao yorozu no kami tachi tomo ni ame no uchi koma no mimi uritatete kikoshi mese to kashikomi mo maosu Mikami Maori Tamae Sakihae Tamae Miroku no Mikami Maori Tamae Sakihae Tamae Oshie Miyoya Nushi no Kami Maori Tamae Sakihae Tamae Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae sakihae tamae. Kom nagara tamachi aemase. Kom nagara tamachi aemase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. May God of light bless and protect us, radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated. We will now receive group Johrei. Obrigado, Meishu-sama. Bless you.
Johrei is now concluded. Let us now listen to a reading from Meishu-sama's teachings. Illness. The teachings that guide people to true health are paths of salvation ordained by God. Do not fear illness or hardships. Accept them as God's blessings, a way of purifying us of our accumulated spiritual faults. Even though illness is healed through prayers, we still hold medical science in high esteem. The primary purpose of Johrei is not to effect physical healing. Johrei is an action that brings about spiritual fulfillment and true happiness on earth. I say this because sickness is a form of purification, and the real cause of sickness is clouds on the spiritual body, which are dispelled through that purification. Johrei is a way by which all the negative experiences of a person can be eliminated. In this sense, poverty and conflict are also manifestations of purification. However, the most serious of all purifications is illness. It involves one's very life. Therefore, when the problem of disease is solved, other miseries such as poverty and conflict are automatically solved too. Since the solution of these miseries is essential for the attainment of true happiness, it needs to be clearly understood that the cause of all miseries is clouds on the spiritual body, and that the simplest and surest way to dispel clouds and attain true happiness is Johrei. Therefore, Johrei is not merely something to be used for the healing of physical illness.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association headquarters evening service. Thank you also for praying along with us for world peace. This evening, I want to share with you the faith experience of Luana Aparecida Pigato. She is from the Americana Johrei Center in São Paulo. Luana is 24 years old. Guided by her mother, she has been a Johrei member for 12 years. In 2017, she moved to the city of Ribeirão Preto to study biology at a public university and was able to function financially thanks to the support of her mother and stepfather. However, in 2020, serious financial problems manifested as both parents became unemployed. Consequently, Luana felt extremely worried, cognizant that she was in danger of dropping out of college and needing to return to her hometown because she was unable to support herself. Since she had relocated to attend university, Luana had not participated in any dedications. Although she hadn't completely become an inactive member, she certainly was not maintaining a routine for going to church regularly. So, in September of 2020, she consulted with her minister, who provided support and encouraged her to engage more fully in our essential practices of faith. Thereafter, Luana began going to the Johrei Center every Saturday. On the other days of the week, she studied Meishu-sama's teachings and made conscious efforts to be more thankful and to complain less. She was also able to actively participate specifically in humanitarian campaigns of the Mukichi Okada Foundation by collecting and delivering food baskets to those in need. In the meantime,
She sent her resume to a number of companies seeking an internship opportunity. At the end of 2020, a vacancy manifested in a company that was affiliated with her university. She was interviewed and reached the final stage of the selection process. Unfortunately, she was not admitted, but was advised that if another vacancy arose, she would be informed. Luana really wanted to work for this particular company because it promotes biological pest control and, as such, utilizes live microorganisms as opposed to chemicals, pesticides, or other poisons, and therefore is wholly compatible with Meishu-sama's principles regarding nature farming. She maintained her regular practice of faith and handed her issues over to God and Meishu-sama. 2 months later, Luana received a phone call informing her that the position that she had once applied for had become available and could be hers if she were still interested. It was very good news for Luana. She accepted the offer and felt extremely happy. Immediately after she hung up the phone, she offered a prayer, expressing deep gratitude she felt within her, and upon receiving her first paycheck, she materialized a special donation of gratitude. Blessed with what had manifested, Luana was able to manage her expenses while continuing her graduation studies and now has just one more semester to complete. Through this experience, Luana learned how important it is to dedicate oneself, remain persistent in pursuance of one's goals, and to exercise patience with the knowledge that everything has a right time. Luana is very thankful to God and Meishu-sama for allowing her to live this experience and for being able to be useful in the divine work. Thank you very much for attending this evening service, for listening to this faith experience. Wish you a very wonderful evening. Thank you.
This brings to a conclusion our evening service. Thank you everyone for joining us. We wish you a very blessed evening.